I have acne. Is there anything I could do to get rid of it?
Yes, we have two products, but first let me explain to you what they are.
Okay, great, because I really need to know what goes on my face.
Yes, of course. First we have potassium permanganate tablets called Permitabs. This is an ionic compound.
Okay, but what is an ionic compound?
Well, an ionic compound is a bond between a metal and a nonmetal. Here, look. Well, we have a potassium ion and 4 oxygens as the nonmetal, and manganese as the metal.
Okay, what are those lines?
These lines are bonds that create this compound. There are 3 double bonds and 1 single bond between manganese and the oxygens. And there's also a single potassium ion, which is positive. This creates the compound KMnO4, also known as potassium permanganate.
How could my daughter use them?
To use it, just dissolve this pill in water and then use a gauze to apply it to the skin.
Could this harm my daughter in any way?
These are very safe, but make sure to not come into contact with the eyes and not to take them orally, because some side effects are nausea, vomiting, and shortness of breath.
Okay, great. I love that. But what's my other option?
Our other product is H2O2, commonly known as hydrogen peroxide, which is a covalent compound.
What is a covalent compound? Is it like similar to ionic?
Yes, ionic compounds are sort of similar, but the difference is that ionic compounds are between a metal and a nonmetal, and covalent are between 2 nonmetals. Hydrogen peroxide is made up of 2 oxygens and 2 hydrogens. This compound is made up of 3 single bonds, and the oxygens have 4 valence electrons to make sure that the oxygens have 8 electrons on the last shell, and the hydrogens have 2 because of these bonds, which satisfies all of the elements.
So these lines are called bonds, right?
Yes, those lines are bonds, but for covalent bonds, they're more important because covalent bonds form molecules. As I said, this one is made up of 3 single bonds between oxygens and 2 hydrogens. Single bonds make something called sigma bonds. Since there's only 3 single bonds, this means there are 3 sigma bonds, which means they are strong bonds. Also, this compound is polar.
So what is polar? Is it like a polar bear?
You're funny. It's because there's extra electrons on the oxygens, which means that they don't share the electrons equally, making this compound polar.
Pretty interesting. But I have another question. Why is it shaped like that?
Shape is called a bent shape with bond angles of 109 degrees. This 3D model shows the shape of this compound. It has this shape because the hydrogen atoms will repel the unbonded electrons of oxygen. This gives a bent molecular shape, which is hybridization of sp3.
Oh, I get it now. But I have another question. What is hybridization?
Don't worry, that's easy. Hybridization is the way that atomic orbitals are mixed to form identical orbitals. It's basically a formula for this compound.
Interesting. Now I just want to know,
Is it similar to the first product?
what was it? Oh yeah, Permitabs?
Yes, it is very similar. It serves the same use for her acne. Basically, just pour a bit onto a gauze or paper towel, and then just dab it lightly onto the infected area.
Alright.
Could it be harmful in any way for my daughter?
Yes, this product is very safe, but just make sure to keep it away from the eyes and to not take it orally because this product can be very harmful. So, which one would you like to purchase today, the Permitabs or the hydrogen peroxide?
Both of them.